Hey traders, John Howell here. In today's video, we're going to be looking at gold, and we're going to be looking at silver, and we'll be looking at the gold mining stocks as well too, just to get a bit of an update what's happening here right now and what's going on right now. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so one of the most important things as looking at short-term technical analysis is that one moment the market could be doing something, and then as the next few days develop, then it could be developing into something else. All right, guys. So looking at the gold chart, the gold chart is actually quite interesting here right now. Is that I've actually been quite bearish on the gold chart, and I have been bearish gold, silver, and the mining stocks, and the market has actually rolled over since my bearish video has been happening here. But look what's happening here right now on gold, which is actually quite interesting, right? We're now developing into something else. And remember that we must bend and mold with what the market's telling us and not trying to pick a bottom. Don't try to pick a bottom, guys, because you just never know when that bottom is going to be. But look what's happening here right now, which is quite interesting. We're starting to get like a bit of a double bottom, but this double bottom is actually at this, let me bring up the weekly chart here. This bit of a potential double bottom anyway is actually at this long-term support level here on gold, right? So we have this low level here, we have this low level here, and we have this low level here. And if I look at this here, we could be starting to change the trend. We could be starting to get a bit of a strong buying move out of this here, which is again, which we didn't break this low. A normal strong bear market breaks these lows, and as you can see, we broke it a little bit here, but basically double bottom, and now we're rallying up. So this actually could be, this double bottom in place could be obviously a bottom before we start to see a very nice move coming out of gold, because since we've had this sort of move to the downside. So let's have a look at this here on a short-term basis. If we do start to break this here, which is the neckline, then the projected move is, let's actually move this here. Again, guys, this is absolutely short-term here, so anything can happen. But if we start to break above, say, 1760, then I would say I would have a target of around there, which would be around the 1820 level. That'd be a short-term target for me, somewhere over there, maybe even just slightly above it. Actually, you know what? Nope, slightly below it. That's exactly right there. So I would say that would be the target for me on this double bottom formation. If we start to break 1760, guys, on gold, then we're probably going to have a nice little rally back up to 1820. And if that happens, we could then start, this could be the start of that upward move, because we've been in this downward momentum all the time, making lower lows and lower highs. So this lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, double bottom, this could be the start of maybe something like that. Something like that. That could be this, that if we do, this could be the start of that. So just keep an eye for that on a short-term basis. Again, guys, this is short-term technical analysis, so anything can happen on the short term. But as an investor, I'm very, very, very bullish gold long-term. Have been, and I'm in it. Looking at silver right now, and silver's doing something really, silver's different here right now. We're not getting any bullish signs out of silver at all. Not yet anyway. We have this very big strong downward trend here when it comes to silver. So we had this low, lower low, lower high, now breaking down. But we're starting to get a bit of a reversal through here right now. So this here could be what I call like a bit of an end of trend indicator, where we broke below support and now we're starting to rally back up. So we want to really see silver get back above, obviously get back above here and get back above this 25 level. Just by looking at that with silver, if we can, the trend here, the trend here really is this point here. The trend is still down until we actually get back above $26.50. Because as you can see, right, last few times that the market has dropped and then it rallied, lower high, dropped and then rallied, lowered high, dropped. If we get a rally through here, that could just be something like that. So we really need to get back above 26.50 for this to be a trend change and this to be a bit of a final bottom. Now, here's a few bit of a if scenarios that happens for the bullish side, okay guys? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but for the bullish side, if we do start to see something like that, where we get a nice move back above $26.50 or even $27, then this here is going to be very, very powerful, because that's going to say, okay, we got the move here, and then this here is now giving us a bit of an end of trend. Now, the reason why that's powerful is because so many times the market will give us this, give us a move, and if that's the case, we could now be getting ready for quite some exciting moves out of silver, something like that. So it could be exciting times for silver coming out, but we want to start to see that first. If we get a move up here, then the picture I'm seeing here is this end of trend / a breaking above high, then tells me we could now be getting ready for a quite a nice exciting move out of silver there. Moving over now through to the GDXJ, and we're not out of the woodworks yet. We're still in this downward trend through here. Overall, as you can see, just this bit of a downward trend. Let me just remove that. So lower highs, lower highs, lower highs all the way down. So I wouldn't want to be fighting this market, not just yet anyway, guys. It's still in this downward trend here. Again, we really need to get back above this $49 level for this to be changing the trend. So again, just be really interesting to see what actually happens with that. Now, this is the short-term basis on the GDX, guys. If I'm looking at my weekly charts here, I see this here being this here on the GDXJ. I see this thing on the GDXJ being just a just a massive long time phase or long pullback in this big. We had a big move up, had this very long here. I truly believe we're going to see something like that out of that. But that's when I say that, I'm looking at a weekly chart here, right? Every single one of these takes 7 days for a bar to form. So when I say that, and then 2 days later it doesn't move, you bumblebee saying, oh, well, it didn't move, John. These big moves. Remember, big moves take time. Even stock market crashes, right? Remember, most crashes, even black swan events like last year, it took over 30 days for that to happen. And now a normal crash would generally take a couple of years to really unfold. At least even 1 year to really, from top to bottom, to unfold with that. What you saw last year, guys, was a black swan event, and it's called a black swan event, and it happens not that often through our lifetime. So don't try to think we're going to get another thing like we did last year. And so we can see this here. So on a technical basis, guys, the GDXJ to me long term is one of the most exciting markets out there. I just absolutely love the GDXJ, and I think there's something really exciting moves coming out of the GDXJ, and I'm so excited. I have a very big position in the GDXJ myself. Moving over now through to the GDX, and look what's happening here with the GDX. Starting to this one here is actually, we're starting to develop a potential higher low here, which is nice. We have a low here, and we have this sort of bit of a resistance here. So if we start to get back above, this 34 level, then this downward trend we're being in right now looks like we could be starting to change that trend. We're getting this high low, and we did get the pullback, and now we're starting to reverse to the upside. So for the last maybe week or so, I've done bearish videos because the market looks like it's bearish. But now looking at the market, looks like we could be starting to turn around. Again, guys, we're in the if scenario still. We're not out of the woodworks yet, because we could just easily start to do something like this and go back down again. But we need to start getting above 34, even 34.50, above these highs. And then we have this high low break above there. That's now changing the trend. We're getting a bit of a trend change warning. And moving over now through to the SIL, same sort of thing, which is really interesting. Getting a lot of strong moves out of the mining stocks. Bit of a double bottom here. So we do have, let me just remove that there. We do have this sort of a triangle pattern formation here. And the thing about these triangle formations is that we've got a bit of a double bottom. Is that the thing about these triangle formations is that we could get a breakout either way. This is a descending triangle, but I've seen so many times of it break to the upside. So once again, the line in the sand is this point through this $16 level here. We need to really break above that $16 level, guys, for the trend now starting to really break to the upside. Unless that happens, guys, we could be getting a bit of a fake out here. We're still making high, lower high. Again, we're in a bit of a triangle formation, but we want to see a break above $16 on the SILJ for things to potentially starting to be turning around. And the same thing for the SIL. The line in the sand for this one here, guys, is definitely around the $44 level, around that level there. And we can see we have a high, lower high. Once again, this point through here could be that. Now the powerful thing, just like with, I think it was silver, look at this here. We had a slight break below support, and now we're breaking back up. So if we can get something like that and breaking above 44, then this is going to be very, very strong in the silver, the SIL, silver there, because it looks like then this when we get that, this could be then telling us this whole picture. If we get this, then we're now getting ready for some really nice move in the silver mining stocks. Now, guys, I'm actually in one silver mining stock myself, and I have been now for quite some time. And I'm a very, very, very big believer, guys, in miners and metals over the next couple of years. I say 5 years, 5 to 10 years, but guys, I truly believe within the next 12 months, I believe we're going to be already in the mix of the starting phase of some serious bull moves. And that's where time in the market's always going to be hard with the metals and miners. And that's where just investing in these things, buying and just let it go, is going to be one of the best moves you can ever do, guys. I truly, truly believe that this is one of the greatest opportunities, and one of the move that we're likely to see over this next, I truly believe over this next couple of years is going to be truly, truly, truly amazing. And so just get ready for it, guys, because it's going to be fireworks, especially on that GDXJ. All right, guys, so the flash sale that I'm running right now to my breakthrough trading course, first for $7. If you go to John's, flash sale is about to end. So make sure you go to johnsflashsale.com, grab that $7 trading course, or there should be a link in the description. Make sure you comment, subscribe, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.